welcome to another happy hour hang. You know, Monday happy hour hangs are my absolute favorite. Actually, I don't really favor one day of the week over the other because both days of happy hour hangs are always so much fun, are always my favorite. You guys, I am so happy to be here, happy to be back. Thank you guys for allowing me to take last week off. I was not fully planning on not doing a live happy hour hang on Wednesday, but the trip just ended up getting crazy and busy. And so I really am so thankful and grateful for all of you who were so sweet and so kind with me taking last week and spending time with our family. My sister's in the chat. We just got back from New Mexico yesterday. We ended up driving because we had so much stuff to bring back with us that our great aunt gave us, and which is really amazing. But we got back late last night, so a little tired, but I'm so happy we did. That way we could get back on our normal schedule. I see everyone is in the chat. I am so happy that you're here. So happy to be back. We have George, Jessica, Dave is here, Nicole, Miss Jackie X, Nona, Crimson Rose, Maria is here. You guys, hello. We have Patty, Gabby, Melissa, Maria, Marie. You guys, so excited to be back. So happy to be here. Poetry Trick is here. Timna is here. Joy is here. You guys, once again, thank you for letting me take last week. You know, I do hate being separated from you guys. Hi, Terry. But it does always make me feel better whenever you guys are like, enjoy your time. It helps me feel less guilty. So thank you all for being so amazing. Always and forever. I miss the lives as well. You guys, the way that these happy hour hangs, I don't know how you guys feel, but the way these happy hour hangs have become such a constant routine for me and like such a constant positive thing to look forward to. You guys know I always say I love that these happy hour hangs are like our time to block out the outside world, block out whatever we're stressed about, and this is just our hour and a half to hang out with one another and discuss the tea. And I need those hour and a halves just as much as you guys do. So I really fell off not having our happy hour hangs. I am so happy to be back. We did have so much fun in New Mexico. If Shay's still in the chat, she can attest. We ate so much New Mexican food, you guys. So much food, so much red chili, so much green chili, had a lot of wine. I feel like I look very puffy, but you know what? That's fine. It was worth it. That's what you're supposed to do on vacation. But I am very much looking forward to getting back to our House of Hill fitness challenge, our walks, drinking more water, eating better. I did have a salad. I had sweet green already for lunch today. Very excited to get back into the swing of things. I'm so happy you enjoyed the road trip vlog, Joy. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, I posted it on Friday. It was going to be a members only video, but then I just posted it for everyone because it was making me giggle. So I was like, everyone needs to see this road trip vlog. Me, Mama Hill, and my sister all road tripped, and we made it there, and we had so much fun and so many snacks on the way there. Dave, a food baby is an understatement. I think I have a food toddler, to be honest with you guys, based on how much we ate. I don't know why it felt like we ate more this trip than normal. I think it's because we were visiting family. So for those of you who don't know, my sister and I were actually both born in New Mexico. We were both born in Albuquerque, but all of Mama Hill's family is still there. And so whenever we go back, obviously people want to see us and spend time with us, and we all love food. So it was like we would meet some family for breakfast, then we would meet some family for lunch, then we would meet more family for dinner. And it was just constant eating. But obviously you guys know I love food, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I just felt like we were eating and drinking constantly. No hangover. And Terry, the reason why we didn't ever get hungover is because my aunt introduced us to this new wine that we are now obsessed with for summer. It's called Vino Verde. That's like the type of wine. You guys, the way you can drink this and it tastes like water, it's incredible. You can get it at like Total Wines, Trader Joe's, Vino Verde. For my white wine girlies, let me tell you, it's freaking delicious. Absolutely delicious. My favorite thing that I ate on the trip, I will say, we went to lunch at this one place and Shay and I split. They did cheese fries, but New Mexico edition. It was fries with cheese and red and green chili. Honestly, I love French fries, so combining them with like a New Mexico specialty was my favorite. It was delicious. Cass, I'm so happy you made it. An epic turtle. Hello, hello. Amanda, you are not late. We are just catching up. We're still in our catching up phase. I actually haven't even told you guys what we're talking about today, which will probably be pretty helpful. We're going to talk about Julie Chrisley because for those of you who don't know, Todd and Julie Chrisley from Chrisley's Knows Best, they're currently incarcerated, but they had a major movement in their case. Also, hi Gigi, hello, hello. Thank you for being here in between your clients. Hopefully you can come back and after watch whenever you have time. We also are going to be talking about Ben Affleck. He got into an altercation with some paparazzi that I have to fill you guys in about. Dave Grohl coming for our girl Taylor Swift. You already know I have thoughts about that. Charlie XCX also having issues with Taylor Swift and having to pull her fans back from being crazy. Gigi, I know you are sad you're gonna miss the Royal and Tavis tea, but you have to come back and at least watch the end. And then we're also gonna talk about Billy Ray Cyrus and Fire Rose, their divorce, you guys. I mean, we knew Miss Fire Rose was going to bring the drama, but she is bringing a lot of drama. Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake, some updates about that situation. Ariana Grande is getting dragged. Kanye is going after Kim. Then I have a little Selena Gomez tea for you and was in regard to the Wizards of Waverly Place reboot. Then a little Taylor and Scooter tea. And then the thing that I have been waiting to talk to you guys about, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce getting on stage with our girl. I'm speechless still. Also, I want to shout out Jasmine, my first live. Hi, Jasmine. Welcome. I'm so happy you made it. You guys, just to paint the scene yesterday, so we're driving back. We are losing service in the middle of nowhere. My cousin, if she's in the chat, cousin FaceTimes us and she's like, I'm watching the live feed right now and you guys, Travis is on stage. And we were like, wait, what? And then the group chat, our House of Hill membership group chat, our Discord also was going off. Dave texted and was like, Travis is on stage right now. And so we were just absolutely losing it. Just unwell, couldn't believe our eyes. Have seen so many clips. I wish I wasn't in the car driving when it was happening because I was like, I need to talk to the House of Hill right now. But we were screaming, unwell, all of the things. Like, thank God nobody else was in the car because as Shay was saying, we were like the shrilling screaming. Mama Hill was screaming. We were screaming. Like, we were all screaming. It was absolutely incredible. So, of course, we're going to talk about that as well because I have been waiting to get into this. Jocelyn said, any more thoughts on Joe Alwyn and his speaking out? My thoughts on Joe Alwyn is I really think that doing that interview, because I also saw Dumois just did a post about this too. He really thought he was doing something there. And he thought that he was making a statement without being too shady and everyone needs to read between the lines, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, I feel bad for Joe Alwyn because at this point, we don't care. We don't care. We do not care anymore. I think pre-Travis getting on stage with Taylor, pre these London shows, we cared just a smidge. But now, we literally don't care. Like, he could go and talk about how him and Taylor broke up, how she's saying the wrong things, blah, blah, blah. And like, honestly, we don't care. Our girl just brought her new man on stage in your hometown. We don't care. We don't care. So I actually kind of feel for Joe Alwyn because I think he thought he was really doing something good. He thought he was really getting the girls together. He thought he was throwing it in the Swifties' faces. And then Taylor said, that's literally hilarious. My hot boyfriend is coming on stage. So that's the last I think about Joe Alwyn. I'm sure that there will be more. I'm sure that there's going to be another interview, I think at least. I don't think he's done talking about it. But yeah, I feel like Taylor just took London. And I'm living for every single second of it, you guys. I can't even lie. Miss Jackie X said, I think he was nice and the reporter might have been a bit biased, but I wish him the way. The reporter was definitely trying to poke at Joe. Joe was giving him nothing, and the reporter was like, no, I'm trying to do a job here. I need you to give me a little something. And I feel like Joe perfectly, I know I said this in the pop-off, but I feel like Joe perfectly crafted those answers. He knew exactly what words to use, what to say to get his point across. And I think it worked for the time being, but again, like I said, I still feel like he's going to try to have more to say, and I feel like we're not even going to be listening at this point because that era is so over. That time in her life is so over, and now we are all like fully Team Travis. At least I think so. The way I'm like, please, haters, come and try to tell me this is fake. Come at me and try to tell me this is fake because you are delusional, you are blind. This girl and this man just proved to everybody they are the real mother effing deal and they're endgame. Regardless of when that end game happens, they're in it to win it, okay? Hi, Robert. Hello. So that's kind of where I now stand with Joe. I'm just like, Joe, see you never. See you never. See you never. You know what I mean? I know people have been calling it on stage proposal. I will absolutely lose it. If he proposed on stage. Like that would be absolutely crazy. Gigi, I'm with you. You guys, Jason Kelce has never been more important than this week. Okay? He has the whole House of Hill on his shoulders this week for the New Heights podcast because I need to know all of the behind the scenes details on how the moment that happened last night came to fruition. Like, I need to know. We're going to get into it though. We're going to talk more about it. Also, hi Jeannie X. Hello there. Watching you since your old job. You're doing amazing. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited that you're here. Also, just a few housekeeping things before we get into the tea. You guys, if you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. That way those who have not gotten their YouTube notifications will hopefully get their YouTube notifications, you guys. I feel like all of you are subscribed, but if you're not, make sure you're subscribed, make sure your notification bell is on, make sure you share this video and share this channel with somebody in your life so we can grow the House of Hill together. I also want to shout out our after watchers. Hello, we love you. We cannot keep going without you. And also hello to all of our international House of Hill members who are staying up late, waking up early, doing whatever they need to do to watch the tea. Also, last thing, I want to remind everyone about the House of Hill membership. That was one of my goals for this year, to launch that membership. So please come join us. You can join so easily by just going to my channel page. You'll see all the green in the chat. Those are House of Hill members. We want you to join us. My goal is to grow that membership a lot this year. So please join us with the membership. You get access to a members only live on Tuesday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You also get an extra video a week. You also get access to the House of Hill group chat over on Discord, which is so much fun. Probably, I think, the best part of the membership because we're in constant communication. And then also you guys will see you get access to fun emojis and your name is highlighted so that way your comments can show up first. So just wanted to go ahead and remind everyone about the House of Hill membership, but we will now go ahead and get into the tea. But really quick, I want to read Song of the Fiercest comment. I know this sounds like a hater comment, but I feel like Travis might feel too much pressure to stay with Taylor and propose, even if he's not feeling it. The fan base is huge. That's not a hater. That's a valid question, but I think Travis, he's the baby of his family. And babies always have their own agenda. So if he really didn't want to do it, I don't think he would. I also want to shout out, hello, Kiki. Hi, Madison. Kiki here, just tuning in. Hi. I'm so happy that you're tuning in and so happy that you're here. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this tea, you guys. Unserious is here as well. Let's go ahead and get, and Jelena. Just saw Jelena come in as well. And Miss Cass. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and get into this tea. Like I said, Julie Chrisley, Ben Affleck, Dave Grohl, Charlie XCX. Hi, Shabria. Billy Ray Cyrus and Fire Rose, Jessica Biel, Justin Timberlake, Ariana, Kim and Kanye, and then we will get into the Taylor of it all, and a little Selena T as well. Okay, kicking things off with Julie Chrisley, you guys. So, little reminder, Todd and Julie Chrisley from Chrisley Knows Best, the reality show, they're both currently in prison for tax evasion and bank fraud. Todd was originally sentenced to 12 years behind bars, and Julie was originally sentenced to 7. Back in September, so not that long ago, their sentences were shortened. Julie's went from 7 to 5, and Todd's went from 12 to 10. But now, you guys, Julie Chrisley has had another win. Her prison sentence has been officially overturned, which is crazy because now there's a chance she could possibly get out of prison entirely. A panel of judges in the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that the trial judge in their 2022 trial miscalculated Julie's sentence. These judges felt like there was insufficient evidence that pointed to Julie's specific involvement in the evasion and fraud cases. So now her case is going to be handled in a lower court for her sentencing to be adjusted. So I think it's pretty crazy. I feel like Julie Chrisley might get out of prison. Now, Todd Chrisley, his appeal did not go through. His was not overturned. So we shall see. But I know their daughter, Savannah, has been very vocal on her podcast and publicly about them being innocent and them getting out of prison. And the fact that now with this update, her mom could either have her sentence drastically reduced again or get out is just some crazy, crazy, crazy tea. In my opinion, I thought it was wild. Still just insane that they're in there and that she got it overturned. So we shall see what happens. But I wanted to just fill you in on that because a lot of people were talking about it. I know we don't talk about the Chrisleys very often, but wild times. Redmond just said, that show was so wild and yet boring at the same time. Redmond, I feel like that is the best way to describe the Chrisleys reality show. Like, it was just one of those things that you just couldn't look away from, even though it wasn't really giving you much. Completely agree. Cass, Todd made me laugh too. Todd had a good personality. And you know, their case is so difficult, but I'm like, them going to prison for 10 years and 7 years is crazy. Color said never watched it. It was on USA. It was like a random reality show. And I will say, the one thing about the Chrisleys that I always did find a little sketch is it was never clear how they made their money. I don't know if George goes, I've never heard of them. Miley said, me neither. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm watching a reality show and I see people with like massive amounts of wealth, I always have to Google them because I'm like, I want to be rich. So how did these people get rich? And it was never clear how Todd Chrisley made his money. Like, there were always contradicting statements, always weird things about how he made his money. So that was always a little bit of a red flag to me. Obviously, you know, what they did, if they did anything, they are facing the consequences. But that always just struck me as odd. I never understood how they made their money. For those of you who did watch it, a lot of you are like, Todd was funny. I'm saying I liked Todd. I watched it. Crimson Rose said, I always thought Todd was gay, but married because of the South. He claims he's not. That was always a thing. If you haven't seen it, you should at least look them up and watch a few clips just so you know, because this is going to be a reoccurring thing with the Chrisleys now that their appeals are moving along. But it is just, it's interesting. I would recommend watching a few clips just so you can get an idea in your head of who these people are. Jelena, I thought that too, but then I had to look into it and no. I think his dad maybe had a little bit of money, or her dad, but not enough to have their lifestyle. So I always have to look it up. I'm always like, I've got to look up how these people are making all this money. You know what I mean? Yes, Colors, some TikTok clips would be the perfect place to start. TikTok, Instagram, anywhere. Just type in Chrisley Knows Best. Chrisley Knows Best. And you'll see some clips. Just so you guys can kind of get a visual when we're talking about these people. And also an idea of their personality. I feel like that's more so the important thing here is you got to know the personality. But let's go ahead and move on and get into this Ben Affleck tea. And then we're going to get into Dave Grohl. George, I'm cracking up. So Ben Affleck, you guys, is making headlines for going off on the paparazzi. He had a negative interaction with a lot of paparazzi members outside him and Jennifer Lopez's marital home. She's obviously not home right now. She is traveling for work. But when he was leaving the house last night, he was driving down the hill and there were so many camera flashes in the dark that he couldn't see. So he pulled over and he got in their face. He was like, this is dangerous. I could have wrecked. I could have hurt myself. Like, Jennifer could be driving down here and Jennifer could hurt herself. Like, you guys are dangerous. You need to chill, blah, blah, blah. According to reports, the paparazzi were like pretty receptive and like, okay, yeah, we get it. But they were still taking photos of him freaking out, yelling, being upset. So I'm like, I don't think that they were feeling that bad about it, but I understand where Ben Affleck is coming from. I mean, if you look at the photos when he's driving down the hill and all those flashes are going off, like, it would be hard to see. And he's either going to hurt one of them or himself. So I would also be upset. I feel like he has every right to be upset. If you feel like your life is jeopardized, your safety is jeopardized, I feel like you deserve to yell at those people. There are other people who are saying they were just doing their job. But for me, I feel like if you are putting flashes in his face to the point that he can't see, I kind of feel like he should yell at you. And I do think it's interesting this happens right after that interview with Kevin Hart finally aired, which they think was filmed back in February, where he talked about the crazy amount of attention that comes being Jennifer Lopez and how he doesn't like it. It's bananas. So he's just having a rough go at it, honestly. No, Chris, we haven't gotten to Tavis yet. He has just been having a rough go. He's not wearing his wedding ring. He was seen out to dinner with his daughter over the weekend in LA, not wearing the ring. And I'm with you, Jelena. I get both sides. I see their side in the sense of they have a job to do. They're trying to get that photo, whatever. But also, too, like, you can't be putting someone's safety at risk. You know what I mean? That's just not cool. Also, is getting a photo of Ben driving away from the marital house when J-Lo's not even in the country even worth it? Like, are you even getting anything for that photo? You know what I mean? I just feel like, what was the point of that? And Timna, great point. Doing your job shouldn't cost someone their life. Exactly. And we've learned that the hard way. Hello, Princess Diana. Okay. Okay. So that's just how I feel about the situation, honestly. And Miss Jackie X said, I mean, that's how Princess Diana died because of Paps chasing her in the flashes. It's not right to risk people's lives like that. Exactly. And then Isabel said, I would definitely be pissed. Erica said, J-Lo needs to find a Travis. Honestly, I get where you're coming at. Get where you're coming. And then Epic Turtle said they need laws in place protecting against stalking people. It is crazy that the paparazzi are not regulated in any way. That is a good point, Epic Turtle. That is honestly kind of crazy. But yeah, so I feel for Ben because I feel like the pictures are trying to paint him as like losing his mind, being crazy, going off. But like, I kind of would have done the same thing. So honestly, I get it, Ben. I would have been irritated too. Like, you're already having a rough go at it. Then you can't see driving down your driveway. Like, I would be irritated. Okay, let's go ahead though, you guys, and get into this Dave Grohl tea. We have Dave Grohl, Charlie XCX, then Billy Ray Cyrus, Fire Rose, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, Ariana, Kim Kanye, and then we'll get into Tavis. Okay, so Dave Grohl, you guys, from the Foo Fighters. For those of you who are like, who's Dave Grohl? Because honestly, it is confusing. He's not as big as he once was. So Dave Grohl, you guys, shaded Taylor Swift during the Foo Fighters' recent show in London. They were also playing in London. And he got up there on the microphone and he said that they like to call their tour the Errors Tour because they actually play live. So he was trying to insinuate that Taylor Swift does not play live. Okay? This obviously did not go over well with the internet, with the public, or with Miss Taylor, because she made a comment at her recent show that her band will be playing live for everyone for the next 3 hours. Because where on earth did Dave Grohl get the idea that Taylor Swift is lip singing? That tells me that you're a jealous man who has never actually listened to Taylor, watched Taylor, anything. Because that girl is not lip singing, okay? Not lip singing in the slightest. Has a full live band, fully singing, sounds different every night. Like, get a literal grip. Also, Dave Grohl, if Taylor is such an embarrassment to the music industry, why was a Beatle at her concert? Sir Paul McCartney. He's literally a sir. He's been knighted by the Queen. Sir Paul McCartney was shaking his little tush in the audience. You think he's going to shake his tush to somebody who's lip singing? Embarrassing, 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 embarrassing. That's all I have to say. Let's see. Crimson Rose said, I'm bummed he shaded Taylor and her band because I love the Foo Fighters. What's up with everyone lately hating on Taylor for being successful? And it was random. Also, hi, Becky. Hello. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you made it to the live. I think it's just attention. I think it's attention. Because that's the only thing I can rationalize. You know what I mean? Why else would you make a comment like that? Why else, as a full-grown, you-know-what man, would you shade a young woman who's killing it? No one was talking about their tour other than their fans. So I think he did this in an effort to try to get attention. And it backfired because it's negative attention. And it just makes him look bitter. Like, I did see a comment that was so savage. They were like, Dave Grohl's upset that when Taylor's in her 50s, she's not going to have to tour anymore because she's been so successful in her career. And I was like, ouch. Which I think she'll still tour forever. But the comment was unnecessary. It was rude. And I'm happy she addressed it and she clapped back, honestly. Let's see. Superstar Bella said, some of these men are just plain old haters. It's cool when they're getting the attention, but when it's not them, it's a problem. Exactly. Chris said, Sir Paul needs to talk to Dave. LH said, people throw rocks at things that shine. Great quote. Cass said, I didn't even know they were still around. Cass with the subtle shade. Arlette said, and even if she's lip singing, I wouldn't care. I totally understand how taxing it must be to do a long show. If she lip sang every other song, I don't care. And that's another good point. But I think for her, that comment was even more annoying because she's like, dude, I am singing live for over 3 hours at sold out shows with 90,000 people in them. What are you doing? Oh, you're one show per city? Grow up. Grow up, grow up, grow up. I'm serious said, did he comment further? Said Travis is gigantic. I don't think Dave commented any further. Hugh Grant did make a funny comment about Travis being large, and then he did parentheses, #tequila shots. So I'm pretty sure Travis Kelce was doing tequila shots with Hugh Grant in the VIP tent, which y'all know I love Hugh Grant. He has starred in many of my favorite rom-coms. So the thought of Travis Kelce taking tequila shots with Hugh Grant in the VIP tent, I live for it. I live for it. I live for it. I live for it. Mr. Full, hello, Madison. Today is my girlfriend Caitlin's big 25th birthday. Please tell your girlfriend Caitlin happy birthday. Please, please, please. Also, Jessica, Madison, he only got a stadium with 50,000 fans and Taylor got 90,000. Okay, Jessica. So see, no wonder he's salty. No wonder he's salty. Also, Jessica, thank you for being a member for 1 month. You guys, the membership's already been out for 1 month. That's crazy. I just saw Jessica's pop up. That's literally insane. Insane, insane, insane. Deborah, let me address this. Because Deborah said, wow, you're hating everyone that says anything about Taylor. I do not hate on everyone who says bad things about Taylor. I will hate on you though if you are saying untrue things about her. And I will hate if it's coming from a place of jealousy for no reason. If Dave Grohl was coming for Taylor because she made a joke about how there's other bands in the city only playing to 50,000 people and she's up there playing 90,000, I would say, Dave Grohl, you have every right to go after her. Go after her, drag her, shade her, call yourself the Errors Tour because you sing live. I would say, go for it. Absolutely. She fired shots first. You should return the shots fired. However, Taylor did not do a damn thing. Taylor is over at Wembley, minding her own damn business, performing to a sold out crowd every single night. Dave Grohl had no reason to make that comment about her, and that is why I have to drag him a little bit. If she fired shots first, get her, Dave, get her. But she didn't. She was minding her own business, and that's my issue. And you guys know that I always, obviously, I am a really big Taylor Swift fan. You guys know this. So, her excluded. But when it comes to a lot of these situations, I really go based on what the facts of the situation are. So, in this instance, Dave fired shots, he came for her first. So, of course, I'm going to be like, that's unnecessary. But I really try to just comment on what the situation is. And that's how I feel. You know what I mean? I just feel like he came out her for no reason. And again, if Taylor does something that needs to be called out, y'all know I will be the first one to sit up here and do it. I have no problem calling her out. I have no problem calling my faves out. There's been times where I've been like, Selena, put the phone down. The keyboards are going too crazy. But Taylor hasn't done anything in the past year that has caused me to feel like I need to call her out. But when she does, I will do it. But when it comes to the Dave Grohl situation and Charlie XCX, like we're about to talk about, I'm not going to lie. I have some issues with how they're handling these situations. Cass said, stepping away to make the boys dinner because they're now eating my snacks. How dare they? But I'll be listening. Love you, Mads and House of Hill. By the way, Jax has sour cream all over his face because I was eating taquitos and he stole them. Cass, I'm dying. A, that's hilarious. And also B, sour cream is my sister's favorite condiment. So I can't even get mad because Jax has incredible taste. Absolutely incredible, incredible taste. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and talk about Charlie XCX. But also, this is why I love the chat because we have to have these conversations. I'm glad, Deborah, that you brought that up and said, girl, it feels like you hate everyone who hates Taylor because I need to address those things. So I'm glad that we brought it up. And once again, this is why the House of Hill is iconic compared to every other community on the internet. Because do you see how we just had this conversation? It was totally fine. Like, we can all have differing opinions. And as long as we share them respectfully, we can have the conversation. So I live for it. Deborah, I hope you're still here. Because that is the whole point of these discussions and these lives is for us to share our own opinions. So I hope you are still here. I live for you. Thank you for asking that question. Lillian said, I wonder if Hugh Grant tweeted about Travis as subtle shade at Joe Alwyn because Joe mentioned in his recent interview that his first audition was with Hugh Grant, but he didn't know who he was. Lillian, I don't think that's what it was because I don't think Hugh Grant has that level of shade in him, but I hope he did. I hope that, in my mind, that's what he was doing. Pink Glamour said, Madison, where's your shirt from? My shirt is from Zara. It's old Zara, though, which I know is not helpful. And then I'm not a fan of Taylor, but Dave isn't in the same genre as Taylor. Plus, Dave hasn't been ish since Nirvana, just saying. Pink Glamour's like, I'm not even a Taylor Swift stan, and I thought that was out of pocket. Okay, let's go ahead and move on, you guys, and talk about Charlie XCX. Because Charlie XCX is now asking her fans to stop chanting threats of being unalived to Taylor Swift in person and online. So I guess at some Charlie XCX shows recently, people have been chanting they want Taylor Swift to and people have also been saying this online. Charlie XCX said that this is the opposite of what she wants, and it disturbs her that anyone would think there is room for that in her community. Now, I want to say, I am very happy that Charlie XCX spoke out and told people to stop chanting unaliving threats to Taylor Swift at her concerts and online. I am happy that she spoke out. However, the reason why her fans are doing this is because Charlie XCX has seemingly shaded Taylor Swift more than once. So the Charlie XCX girlies are like, I thought we didn't like her. The reason why I say this is because Charlie XCX, yes, Crimson Rose, you are correct. Charlie XCX is engaged to the drummer of the 1975, aka the band that Maddie Healy is the lead singer of. And many people have speculated that on the new album that Charlie XCX just released, she has a song on there called Sympathy is a Knife. And people think in that song, she's shading Taylor. She sings, don't want to see her backstage at my boyfriend's show. Fingers crossed behind my back. I hope they break up quick. Now, LH said Taylor gave Charlie XCX a leg up, taking her on tour as an opener. She did. Taylor brought Charlie XCX along for the Reputation tour. And you know how Charlie XCX repaid her? By doing an interview and saying that she felt like she was waving to a bunch of 5-year-olds on stage and not actually being an artist. So, I am happy that Charlie XCX spoke out about this and said, hey, stop doing that. But I also think her fans are just giving her the same energy that they feel like she's been giving Taylor Swift. So, craziness. Obviously, people have taken it too far. But just another person who is going after Taylor. She also made some shady comments about the charts after she released her album, like not being able to get on there because someone keeps blocking them. Just disappointing. I guess for me, when it comes to people like Dave Grohl or Charlie XCX or whatever, people who just constantly hate on others, I just imagine if you put that energy into yourself and being positive, how much better things would be for you. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine putting that much energy into shading somebody who is so successful in their own lane, they don't even have time to look sideways. Like, embarrassing. Guyan said, sorry to say this, but Charlie XCX is sour. She wants a chart, but has the value of Taylor. She's not in the same league. I agree. And then Color said, these stans annoy me. We are fans, not stans. Stans are toxic. Yes. Becky said, and she didn't say his name, she has class. Oh, talking about Taylor and Dave. Oh, exactly. She was like, I am not giving this man any more publicity, but I'm just letting everyone know we play live. Unserious said, I think Charlie is a girl's girl. Sorry, the Lord remix was cute, but Charlie is starting unnecessary drama. Oh, you don't think Charlie is a girl's girl. The Lord remix was cute, but Charlie is starting unnecessary drama and throwing rocks and hiding her hands. Glad she told her fans to stop there. Unserious, I could not agree more. Could not agree more. Jackie X said, not even that. Imagine hating on someone who was nice and kind and helpful to you. Ooh, also that. So true. Someone who gave you a hand up. You know what I mean? Also, no, I don't want to keep going because people are going to get annoyed. But also, even if you hate Taylor's music, I just feel like you have to at least acknowledge that she is a good person. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm biased. But she gives money to people around her like it's candy. So that's all I gotta say. Okay, moving on. We're gonna talk more about Taylor later, more about Taylor and Travis, but I wanna take a quick pause on the Taylor tea because I know not everyone loves Taylor tea as much as me. And let's get into this Billy Ray Cyrus and Fire Rose divorce drama. Oh my God, okay? The drama is kind of big. And then we got Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake on deck. So, you guys, Billy Ray Cyrus and Fire Rose's divorce is getting nasty. Tabitha, I know you briefly mentioned something about this in the group chat, so I'm ready for this. First of all, okay, Fire Rose responded to Billy Ray's initial divorce filing with her own. George, that made me giggle. Fire Rose claims that Billy Ray Cyrus filed for divorce one day before she was scheduled to have a double mastectomy because she was diagnosed with the BRCA gene, which for those of you who don't know, women, we can get tested for the BRCA gene, and if we have it, that means we are very, very at risk for breast cancer. You can get a double mastectomy and lower the risk. So she says she found out that she had this diagnosis and that Billy Ray Cyrus filed for divorce one day before she was scheduled to go into surgery. She also claims that leading up to her surgery, their home was chaos. She claims Billy Ray continuously launched verbal assaults and threatened to kick her out of the house. She actually accused him of verbal and emotional abuse. She says that Billy Ray would often call her a selfish bee and say that she was using him. Her attorney claims she didn't leave because she feared Billy Ray would interfere with her health insurance and with the impending surgery and recovery, aka she needed him. And now Billy Ray Cyrus is refusing to pay for her medical needs, which she claims he initially promised to do. So, she is hurling a lot of allegations at Billy Ray Cyrus. Billy Ray Cyrus, on the other hand, has claimed that Fire Rose tried to block him from communicating with one of his daughters. We don't know which daughter, but we can assume it's Miley because obviously he still talks to Noah. And Brandy, I feel like, is very much Team Tish and Miley over there. And also, you guys, a source told People magazine that he's more relieved every day that he's done with this marriage. This insider went on to say, quote, his instincts have been correct all along. He believes she only married him for financial and other reasons. He's convinced she didn't marry him for love, which is why I think he's filing to have it annulled. And remember, he's claiming that she had some like fraudulent behavior because he is now saying she married me for money and not for love. Let's see. Tabitha said apparently she was married to someone before him, which he says he didn't know. Betty said Billy Ray's freaked out about her scheduled double mastectomy, same as Brad Pitt freaking out about Angelina Jolie's. Both women have family history of breast cancer. Angelina Jolie did end up getting it though, and Brad still stayed with her after she got it. They didn't get divorced until after her double mastectomy. They just postponed their wedding until hers was done. But yeah, crazy. I kind of feel like, you guys know I am, oh my God, Superstar Bella. I'm sorry, I have to read this comment. Who told Grandpa to marry his daughter's coworker? That killed me. Normie said, sorry, but didn't Mr. Cyrus think he was handsome and a catch? My thing is, I just feel like Billy Ray and Fire Rose are in the wrong. Like, I think it's really messed up that he filed for divorce the day before her surgery. But I'm also like, girl, what were you thinking marrying this man in the first place? He is clearly icky. You know what I mean? I feel like they both are toxic people who happen to find each other, and now that toxicity has hit a breaking point. You know, I just feel like neither of them should have met, neither of them should have gotten married, and we should not be here. We should not be here in the first place. And I feel like when Billy Ray initially filed for divorce, I really went hard on Fire Rose. Her name still makes me giggle. I cannot help it. But I just think that they are both just not great people, honestly. But hopefully, you know, now that Fire Rose is out of the picture, maybe Billy Ray can try to form some sort of relationship with his kids. So that is what I'm trying to find the positive out of here. They both sound messy, Jelena. You're right. And Amanda said he doesn't have all that much money, so I mean, she must have liked him. Amanda, I also was thinking the same thing. I was like, I totally get trying to bag a rich man. You know what I mean? Like, we all like nice things. But if you were trying to bag a rich man, going after Billy Ray Cyrus does feel like the odd choice. The man who had one hit, achy breaky heart, and the only reason we still talk about him is because of his daughter and because he helped Lil Nas X with his first debut single. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's crazy that that's who we decided to go after to like fund our lifestyle. Wild. And he was wearing pigtail braids. The pigtail braids, y'all know, get me every time. No. Honestly, he should have known that she wasn't marrying him for love if she allowed him to wear pigtail braids. Like, honestly, I put that on Billy Ray. You thought this woman was in love with you wearing your pigtail braids? Sir. 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 So sorry to break it to you. No. It's a no for me. D50, I'm happy that you are an avid after watcher, but I'm even more happy that you were able to make it here live. I'm so happy. Lori Wolf said maybe it's karma for trying to make his ex jealous by replacing her with a younger girl. Honestly, T. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. Hopefully they get this resolved quick though. You know what I mean? I hope they do. Sorry, you guys. I had to bring up the pigtail braids. And every report, like, posts that same photo of, like, him wearing the pigtail braids. And he's trying to smize. He's like, that's crazy. That's crazy that you married somebody who did that. That's crazy. Okay, moving on. Let's go ahead. Yes, Arlette, thank you. If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so because we're about to get into some Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake tea. Then we got Ariana Grande, Kim and Kanye, Selena, and then the Tavis tea of it all. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be back, you guys. We're having so much fun. Okay, Jessica Biel, Justin Timberlake. So, couple things. One, Justin Timberlake finally broke his silence on his DWI arrest at his show in Chicago over the weekend, okay? While he was on stage, he said that it's been a tough week. Then he went on to address his fans saying, quote, "We've been together through ups and downs and lefts and rights, and it's been a tough week, but you're here and I'm here and nothing can change right now." He went on to say that he knows sometimes he can be hard to love, but his fans keep loving him and he loves them right back. Apparently the crowd was like cheering and like, woo, we love you. Even though you got a DWI, we love you. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I know I haven't gotten to talk to you all about this, the Justin Timberlake DWI situation. Obviously it happened last week while I was out of town. I briefly talked about it. We had our members only live still Tuesday. I went live from my great aunt's house for like a little bit. You guys, when I saw that headline, my first thought immediately was Jessica Biel. I was like, if I'm Jessica Biel, I am murdering you. Like, every time you travel for work, you embarrass me. The last time you traveled for a movie, you got a little too ham sandwich and were loving up on your co-star. Embarrassing. Now you're traveling for work, doing a world tour, and you get a DWI in Sag Harbor. And the cop didn't even recognize you or know who you are. What tour? What tour? 2 words that I will remember the entire year of 2024. What tour? Your friends had to try to beg to get you off, and the cop literally said, "I'm so sorry, no, because I do not know who this man is." Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Rudy said his camp is sending out info on the cop who arrested him. Seems like, oh, Rudy. Justin's team is working overtime to try to clear him and make the public be back on his side, okay? We're going to talk a little bit more about it. But it was just crazy. It was crazy. I could not believe Justin Timberlake found himself in this situation. You know what I mean? Like, when are you going to learn? When are you going to learn? Okay. Now, Jessica Biel, we do know her reaction now. She's not happy with Justin. We have 2 reports. First, a source told Us Magazine that Jessica is, quote, extremely upset with Justin and that she was shocked to hear the news because she was working on set. This insider said that she, quote, was really worried about him, okay? Then a separate source spoke to People Magazine, you guys, and said that Jessica is, quote, not happy with Justin because she was working and this is a distraction. This source also said that Jessica Biel does not like any attention on the family, especially negative attention, but that he's still a great dad and a father. Now, to Rudy's point of Justin's team trying to put out information about that night, somehow People Magazine got in contact with the bartender at the hotel where Justin was drinking before his DWI. And this bartender is backing up his claim that he only had one martini while he was there. And this bartender said if he was drinking more, it wasn't there. So that's why I feel like his team is really, really working hard to try to be like, this is not on Justin. This was a targeted thing. A cop who pulled him over and didn't know who he was, who's trying to make a name for himself. We know he refused the breathalyzer, so we don't know what his BAC was. He did fail the sobriety tests in the field. But it's crazy to me that this bartender, all of a sudden, days later, almost a week later, is somehow tracked down by People Magazine and can confirm that Justin only had one martini, just like he said. And if he was drinking more, it wasn't there. Just too convenient. Oh, Miss Jackie X, literally tea. But I think that what they'll try to say is once this cop realized that he was famous, because obviously if they're like the world tour, his friends are trying to get him off, cut him a break, like the cop obviously eventually figured out that he was somebody, even though he didn't know who he was. He figured out that he knew he was somebody, but he still went through with it. And that's what I think they're going to try to be like, oh, it was a young cop who was trying to, make his mark known. I'm sure that's eventually going to be the story. I'm also giggling at all of you saying that the bartender was paid off. It is feeling like that. I like how LH is also bringing the stats. One drink had 4 ounces of liquor. Martinis are also like no joke. This is why I don't drink martinis. Y'all know I can barely do liquor, okay? Can barely do liquor. So martinis would always be a no for me. But that's kind of how I feel too. I'm like, ooh, I feel like one martini can really put you on your tush. You know what I mean? Lisa said, because of the time of night, he'd already been out or had drinks with dinner, and this was a nightcap. It's not most people's nightcap. His eyes were so bloodshot. There is no way that was only after one martini. Like, Justin, cry me a river, okay? I'm trying to give this man the benefit of the doubt, but those eyes were bloodshot. They were not giving one martini, they were giving 4. And it was just, the mugshot was just not adding up to the story, okay? I can't. And you guys know, I am hard on him, and I'm sorry. If you like Justin Timberlake, you have to know my patience with him runs thin because of how he treated his wife when he was on set, cozying up to his co-star. I also do not like how he treated Britney Spears back in the day and how he has still treated Britney Spears to this day. I feel like he did her super, super dirty, and now would have been his time to really rectify that situation, and he hasn't. And now you're out here being embarrassing, getting a DWI in Sag Harbor. Embarrassing. There was also, I have not found any other claim, but there's also there was a tweet going around that he had some drugs in his system. I have not found anything to back that up, but maybe he did have something else. I don't know. Either way, you got pulled over. Either way, Janet Jackson. Oh, thank you guys for reminding me of another reason why I can't stand this man. God bless you all. God bless you all. You're right. He also did our girl Janet dirty. How could I even let that slip my mind? Okay, so that's 5, correct? I mean, 5? You're slapped out of here. Janet Jackson, the co-star, Britney, Jessica Biel, and now the DWI. 5. You get an open palm. Justin Timberlake. He is on the junk punch in public list. For sure. Pink Glamour said, heard a theory that he did this on purpose to get out of the concert and collect the insurance money for canceled dates because nobody's showing up. I don't know. There's also a clip of him going around where he's like singing in the crowd and his eyes are giving, you're on something. His eyes are spooky. He does not blink. Even his backup dancers are like, like they're confused. It's insane. insane. I can't with him. I can't. Okay, Timna, you saw that clip too? Literally. So spooky. So spooky. 100% Madison said, I don't know why, but he gives me Tristan Thompson energy, and I don't mess with that. You said we do not claim Tristan Thompson energy around here, and you're so right. We absolutely don't. Oh, Cass, you saw it too? Freaky. I'm dying at that. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. And my spooky eyes, Nona. That's, if you look it up, that's the only way I can describe it. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I found myself watching the clip like, blink, 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 because the man didn't blink. So spooky. Oh, hi, Betty. I didn't see you in the chat. Wanted to say hello. Okay, let's go ahead, move on to Ariana Grande, because I also want to hear y'all's thoughts about this. Arlette said, I keep hearing that some artists are struggling to sell tickets, maybe. Oh, maybe Justin Timberlake and Dave Grohl should hang out, because it sounds like they both are two men who are struggling to sell tickets to their tour. Anyway, Ariana Grande, you guys. Also, hi, Woe is Brie. I am so freaking sorry to hear that. Ugh, just got laid off from my job, but at least I can watch the Happy Hour Hang live. I am happy you can hang out with us live, but Woe is Brie, I am sorry that happened. I have been there. As you all know, in November, I got laid off from my side hustle. Well, it was not really a side hustle, my other job, so that way I could continue to do this. That is no fun, and I am so freaking sorry, but at least you're here with us now, and you can not worry about anything for the next 30 or so minutes. So, Woe is Brie, we are so happy to have you. We are absolutely praying and sending you the vibes that you're going to find something else soon, and hopefully, whatever job you do find next, because it's coming, you will still get to tune in live to the Happy Hour Hangs. That way it would be the best of both worlds. Oh, Woe is Brie. Oh, she said, I have a recruiter. You are going to be just perfectly fine. Absolutely, absolutely, you got this. Oh my God. No need to even have a skosh of upper lip sweat. You got this perfectly. Now, just tell the recruiter, we do have a commitment Mondays and Wednesdays at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. So I need to be remote on Monday, Wednesday. So I can pull my work up here and have the happy hour hang over here. I love this. I love this for you, Woe is Brie. I love this. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. Okay. Ariana Grande. I'm dying because Woe is Brie is going to be like, LOL, I'm not telling my recruiter that, but that would be cool. Okay, Ariana Grande, you guys. So she is getting absolutely dragged for more comments that she made on Penn Badgley's podcast. Okay, there was a part 2 that was released. On this podcast, you guys, she said that her dream dinner guest is Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, for my non-true crime girlies, Jeffrey Dahmer is a serial unaliver who 17 boys and men between the years of 1978 and 1991. Okay, huge serial unaliver. Yes, Normie, we talked about Ben Affleck a couple stories ago, so you just have to rewind a little bit. She said that she was, quote, infatuated with serial killers when she was younger, and she actually told a story about how when she was with her parents once, these people asked her about her, you know, what dinner guest she would want to bring to dinner, and she asked her parents, can I really tell them the real one? She said Jeffrey Dahmer, and her parents like, we're going to talk about this later. Regardless, Ariana is getting, I'm giggling because Dave said cannibal, and then he said chew on that, lol. That was a funny pun. People are absolutely dragging her, saying that it's tone deaf, it's horribly offensive, it's heartbreaking for the victims' families to hear. How do we feel? How do we feel about Ariana Grande saying her dream dinner guest was Jeffrey Dahmer? Is it offensive, or are you like, she just likes true crime and she wants to meet him and ask him questions? Me personally, I love true crime, but I'm not trying to have dinner with Jeffrey Dahmer. No, thank you. Like, ew, no. What a weird thing to say. What an unusual thing to say out loud. That's what my sister and I like to say whenever somebody says something that's offensive, but they don't realize it's offensive. And so to just kind of check them and make them think about it. What an unusual thing to say out loud. And that's what I felt about Ariana saying that. What an unusual thing to say out loud. Why would you say that? Especially why would you say that when you're being recorded on a podcast and that clip is going to be shared over and over and over and over and over again? What? Shabria said, can Ariana go away? She really makes me sick nowadays. She needs mental help. Ariana is just, unfortunately, having a lot of misses. You know what I mean? A lot of misses. A lot of misses. And this was a big one. They should have kept that part 2 unpublished. TBH, I agree. Jessica said, I love true crime, but not a chance I'd have a meal with him. I'd rather just invite the Law & Order SVU team for dinner. Jessica, right here. Give me Olivia Benson, Detective Stabler, and Ice-T. Okay? Then I will be happy. Adrian said some people don't deserve the platform they have. Did she think it was cute? I don't know. Also, Love by You, I live for your loyalty. Love by You said, nothing can make me hate Ariana. And I love that. I absolutely love that because she needs people like that, A. But also, see, this is why we can all have differing opinions here and we're all coexisting. Just crazy, 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 crazy that was what came out of her mouth. But I agree with you guys. Part 2 probably should have stayed in the vault. You know what I mean? Rebecca said serial man stealer with a serial killer. Rebecca, the shade. That is funny. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Autumn said, hey, Madison, did you get a chance to watch Perfect Match Season 2? Because Harry is a total D-bag. Autumn, I haven't watched it in its entirety yet. Harry is... I'm so conflicted because he is coming off like a huge douche on that show, for sure. But I've met so many people who have met him and say that he's lovely in person. So I don't know if it's an act, if he really is a douche. I don't know, but he is not looking great. I completely agree with you. Jessica can't catch a break. But I need to finish it and watch it fully in its entirety because you're right, Autumn. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. But also Tolu is on Perfect Match, and if you follow my podcast with Courtney, we interviewed her on our podcast and she was lovely. So if you want to see how she kind of got her start, she was on a show called The Trust. And she is absolutely, absolutely lovely. Epic Turtle, I know I gotta go support Ariana because her looks on Love Island USA, serving. Oh, George said Perfect Match is also really, really good. Unserious said Ariana cries victim when people talk about her body, but she wants to sit down and have dinner with someone who ended literal lives. Honestly, kind of the tea. Yeah. And then Color said they should have edited that out. Maybe she said that because she was talking to Joe from You. I thought that too, Colors. I was like, is this a bit about you? But what's crazy to me is Penn Badgley has also been so vocal about the fact it makes him uncomfortable that women like love his character as much as they do because he's a murderer. So I thought that whole thing was weird. Perfect Match is a dating show on Netflix. It's part of the Netflix reality universe. They take a bunch of single Netflix reality stars, put them in a house together, and you try to find your match. Cass said they painted Courtney as a villain too, but he's amazing. That is true, Cass. That is so true. She's talking about Courtney Revolution from The Circle, season 2. They did try to paint Courtney as a villain, and he is the furthest thing from a villain. I actually still don't understand how people thought he was a villain on the show. He was just playing the game, but you are so right, Cass. That is 1000% the freaking tea right there. But okay, let's go ahead and move on to Kim and Kanye so we can get into Selena and then get into the Taylor tea of it all. So Kim and Kanye, you guys, a little reminder, okay? Remember when, I think this was last season on the Kardashians, when Kim Kardashian revealed that she hired a male nanny to be around her kids. That way they could have a male presence around them. Remember, she said she did this because her family is female dominated. Everyone felt like this was a slight to Kanye. Like Kim is literally hiring a male role model for her kids when her kids have a dad. The Manny conversation was a huge thing. Well, at the time, Kim said Kanye's totally fine with it. You know, he introduced himself to the Manny. He played basketball with the Manny and Saint. Like, everything's fine. Well, everything is not fine, you guys. Kanye is letting his true feelings be known in a new verse on Rich the Kid's song titled Give Me a Second 2. Kanye has a verse on this song, and in the verse, he says, my oldest said, Daddy not going to heaven, treat me like a deadbeat, said I wasn't present. They was trying to treat a king like a peasant. They bought my son a new dad like it's no headache. They don't give a about I'm irreverent. They bought my son a new dad like it's no headache. So, I would say Kanye is not as comfortable with the Manny situation as Kim Kardashian was trying to paint him as being. And honestly, as much as I always disagree with everything Kanye says, I understand why this was hurtful. However, in that same breath, I have to mention, Kanye West is never home. This man's also making headlines for spending $40,000 on a dinner in Paris for him and his friends. So, my thing to that, Kanye, is if you don't want Kim to buy your son a new dad, then you gotta stay in town. You gotta be there physically, mentally, emotionally. I understand the frustration and the anger, but what do you want her to do when you're not home? Okay? And you're not your healthiest self. It's just like, also, you guys are, Canada Grandma said he bought them a new mom. Oof. Talking about Bianca Sensory. Like, they have a female presence when they go to your house. Why can't they have a male presence at Kim's house? I don't know. I just feel like you can't be mad when you're not there. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel. Song of the Fear said, maybe Kanye has changed his mind, changed his tune. He is a flip-flopper. He is. He could have been cool with it. Now he's not. But my thing is, again, you guys know, he talks out of both sides of his mouth. He's a hypocrite. He likes to have his cake and eat it too. He likes to travel the world with his new wife and have no responsibility. Well, you can't do that if someone's not home taking care of your kids. And if your kids are with Kim most of the time, she's going to hire somebody to be there for them. It is what it is. Cassidy, you've not missed it. We're going to get into Selena T, and then we're going to get into the Taylor and Travis of it all. So that's kind of how I feel about that situation. Hi, Allison. Welcome to our live. I'm so happy you're here. But yeah, so Kanye letting his true feelings be known on that new verse. And yes, and I'm laughing at Timna. They can never make me like Kanye ever. Also, Samified by Sam, I'm so happy you made it. LH said, and Bianca needs to find her self-respect. And then Bella said, I'm never able to say good things in regards to Kanye. I'm going to sit this one out and keep myself from sinning for the 100th time today. I am dead. And then Jessica said, I am not a fan of Kanye at all. Marie, yes, Kanye is trying to do an adult film situation. That is correct, Marie. That is correct. Okay, moving on to this little bit of Selena T, and then we're going to get into Taylor Swift. More Taylor. Selena T. David Henry, you guys, talked about the upcoming Wizards of Waverly revival to Us Magazine. And he had nothing but just like lovely things to say about the revival and Selena Gomez. He said that with some of the scenes in the revival, original fans of the show are going to get choked up. So pack your tissues for the Wizards of Waverly Place revival. He also praised Selena, saying that when they got back to set, it was like they didn't miss a day. He said they didn't want filming to end, and that Selena has such quick wit that's only gotten stronger, which we love, because I feel like she's talked about how she feels like she's improved as an actress, being around Steve Martin, Martin Short, everybody who's on Only Murders in the Building, Meryl Streep, Paul Rudd. She is surrounded by a lot of incredible talent, and to hear that she is soaking up that knowledge, her skills have only gotten stronger, and the fact that David Henry has been in her life so long as a colleague and a friend, and is praising her work ethic, praising the great time they had together, like, that's how you support someone else in the industry. not by getting on stage and accusing people of doing things that they're not doing. You sit there during an interview and be like, they have such quick wit and they're only getting stronger. Like, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, I think some people need to take notes from David Henry. And although I never watched Wizards of Waverly Place when it was first on Disney Channel, I had kind of aged out of Disney Channel by that point. I will say I probably will still tune into the revival just to give it a chance and also to see Selena in it because I feel like he's really hyping it up. So now I kind of want to see what all the hype is about. You know what I mean? So I will definitely be tuning in for that. Also, Only Murders in the Building. If you guys haven't watched it, because I just saw Betty say I can't wait for season 4. I love it. Betty could not agree more. If you guys have not watched Only Murders in the Building on Hulu, highly recommend. Such a good show. Yes, Selena and Benny are still dating. They were just seen at Nobu at the end of last week. They were having a little dinner date together. They were seen holding hands, leaving the restaurant. He kissed her on the cheek. Still very, very, very much together. So, for sure. Okay, should I put Wizards on in the background? Okay, good to know. Good to know, Miss Jackie X. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, it'll be on Disney. I believe it will be on Disney. I don't think it's going to Hulu, but I think it's going to be on Disney. So, thankfully, we have Disney Plus. Live for it. Jelena said, can we discuss just how insanely successful Selena Gomez is? Jelena, that would be a whole other hour and a half. You know what I mean? Like, she really is so successful, and she does everything to the fullest. If she's releasing an album, doing it to the fullest. If she's on a show, doing it to the fullest. If she's producing a documentary, doing it to the fullest. Like, again, absolutely live, laugh, love Selena Gomez. But if she does something that we don't live, laugh, love, we have no problem calling her out. You know what I mean? Bella said, nobody asked, but tomorrow is my birthday, y'all. Said I won't be chatting with you, but glad I got to catch up today. Bella, we always ask for birthdays, okay? Happy early birthday, Bella. I hope you have the best day starting today and tomorrow, and I hope you come back Wednesday and tell us all about your birthday. So happy early birthday, Bella. We love you, and we always want to hear about your birthday. Always, always, always. Okay, moving on, we're going to talk about Taylor and Scooter Braun, and then we're going to get into Taylor and Travis because I want to end on a happy note. So, for those of you who don't know, there is a new Discovery Plus docuseries called Taylor Swift vs. Scooter Braun, Bad Blood. It explores Taylor and Scooter's feud in 2 parts, Taylor's version and Scooter's version. Now, Tay-Tay's team released a statement about the docuseries saying, quote, none of these men will ever be able to take anything away from Taylor's legacy as a songwriter, singer, director, philanthropist, and advocate for artists' rights. The statement went on to say, Taylor has completely moved on from the saga and has turned what started out as an extremely painful situation into one of the most fulfilling endeavors of her life. Also, George, happy wedding anniversary to you and Vicky. So Taylor's team, not having it. Not having this documentary. And they're like, the men who are putting this on and trying to take this from her, good luck. I'm happy that they did speak out about the documentary, especially since one of the episodes are being produced like it's coming from her side of things. So I'm happy that her team was like, take this documentary for what you will, but don't take it too seriously. Also, Miss Ace, we have a new House of Hill member. Welcome, Miss Ace. I am so happy you're joining us. Don't forget to check out the community tab for the members. That way you can get the invite link so you can join the Discord, because that is so much fun. Patty, it is out. It's available for streaming now. I think I saw someone say you could also watch it on Hulu, but it's also on Discovery Plus. We do not need any Scooter documentaries. That is true. And then Unserious said, if Taylor doesn't like it, then it must have Scooter bias, I'm assuming. That's how I feel too. I think even though half of the documentary is being targeted as Taylor's version, the fact her team put out a statement tells me it's pretty biased towards Scooter Braun. And I'm with you, Sam. I really wanted to watch it because I was curious and I thought it sounded really good. Honestly, I still might watch it. I'll just watch it through the lens of probably can't trust the angle. You know what I mean? If Scooter's production company is in the credits, that's all we need to know. That is all we need to mother effing know. This man is so bored. He's trying to take Taylor down a second time. You know what I mean? Oh, Jessica's watching it because Jessica did write that in the group chat. It's so biased, it's unreal. Oh, then I won't be watching. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Oh, okay, but I feel like but then Timna said, I know, I feel like I have a responsibility to watch it. Okay, here's the thing. I will watch the documentary because I do feel like I kind of have to. Jessica, thank you for warning me that it's biased because I will go in fully prepared for that. I will watch the documentary and report back. But we already probably know what side of the street I'm on here. And I will say it's likely not going to be Scooter's. Likely not going to be Scooter's. So just so everyone's prepared for that. Yeah. I probably will not be on Scooter's side. And the fact that Taylor's team is like, once again, this man's trying to do this already has me annoyed. Superstar Bella said, if it is biased towards Taylor, they're just mad that she figured out a way to keep them from making money off of her. That's what it boils down to. I'm like, imagine being pressed that you try to pull a fast one on this girl and she turned the worst thing that could have happened to her into the best thing. Like, that's just karma. That's just something you have to deal with, Scooter Braun. Go focus on Hype America. Go focus on Hype America because that's what you want to do. That's what we keep hearing. He wants to focus on his role as CEO of Hype America. Then go do it. Go focus on your role. Go do it. Stop trying to bring our girl down. She already embarrassed you and ruined your plot. Just go do something else. Also, Noelia. Hi. Yay. Noelia, welcome. I'm so happy you are joining. Woo. I'm so excited. I live for it. Welcome. We are so happy to have you. Erica said, please watch Madison. I'm on Taylor's side, but I do want to understand all the contract stuff they claim she broke. Erica, I'm absolutely going to watch it. Because I am curious. I'm very curious. So we'll see. I'll report back on Wednesday. I'll watch it before Wednesday, you guys. I'll report back and I'll let you know, and then we can revisit Taylor's statement and kind of, put everything back together. Joanne, he is yucky for sure. Okay, Lori, I know I am spicy today. I think it's because, one, I'm a little sleep deprived, and two, I've just missed you guys so much. Like, I love spilling tea with you guys. You guys get me all hyped up. Okay, now let's move on from absolute trash to gold, dynamite, just the best thing that's ever happened. Okay. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It is TNT time. If you're here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so because, let's be honest, we have been waiting to discuss this since it happened. Cassidy, I'm living for the top hats. You guys, who else has still not recovered from all 3 London shows? Okay, they all 3 were bringing the heat, okay? Night 1, we're over the moon. Travis is there. Jason is there. Kylie is there. Jason has friendship bracelets up to his elbow. He's showing Kylie. Kylie's giggling at him. Kylie's looking at Travis while he's looking at Taylor sing Lover. It's a family affair. Everyone's getting along. We're live, laugh, loving night 1. We think this is the best it's gonna get. The whole family's there. It's a family affair. Oh, were we mistaken? Then we get night 2, you guys. Lo and behold, oh my God, Jason and Kylie are there again. Oh, how could I also forget? Travis met the future King of England with Taylor, and she posted a selfie of them on her Instagram while he's wearing his USA hat. Girl casually goes Instagram official with the future King of England, and you guys know I don't even like William like that. But the way I was so pumped to see him in that photo, living. And you know why I was living? Because I know that has to grind little Joey's gears and Maddie's gears. Two British guys. And guess who's meeting the future king? Travis Kelce with his USA hat on. Absolutely dead. Dead as a doornail. Night 2, like I said, Jason was there again. Kylie was there again. Can we also talk about the mashup of Thank You, Amy, and Mean? Thank You, Amy, and Mean. Kim Kardashian who? Kim Kardashian who? A mashup of Mean and Thank You, Amy. Thank God she hired the manny when she did, because she's not going to be able to afford to after this. Kim Kardashian who? Living for it. Living for every second of that. Okay? And then, you guys, all right. I forgot George. Well, obviously George is also a future king, and Charlotte. Also, you know what I will give William one thing. Him shimmying to shake it off up there had me giggling. I was dying. I was like, you guys know I don't trust William, but see, I will never hate on a Swiftie. And that man is a Swiftie, and you cannot tell me any different. The way he was dancing to shake it off, he has never danced like that before. I was cackling. Don't like that man when it comes to his role in the royal family, but I always will give him the respect for dancing like that to shake it off. I was dying. Absolutely dying. Oh, yes. Castle's crumbling. Also, Gracie Abrams was there. They played their new collab, Us, which if you haven't listened to, it's so good. But then, I thought that was all we were getting. You know what I mean? Like, I thought, wow, London's been crazy. Jason and Kylie were there. She went Instagram official. She played Thank You, Amy, and Mean. But night 3 rolls around, a.k.a. last night. And Taylor and Travis shocked us all when he got up on stage and made his Eras Tour debut. Who was expecting that? Was anyone expecting that? Because I was not. I was not. Never in a million years did I think that Travis Kelce was going to get up on stage at the Eras Tour. Never in a million mother effing years did I think that was going to happen. He absolutely killed it. He was funny. He was a ham. He picked her up on stage all by himself, carried her from one trashy relationship and healed her little heart. Like, I was unwell. To be honest with you guys, I'm honestly still unwell. Still unwell, haven't recovered, can't believe that we are even sitting here and these words are coming out of my mouth. Travis Kelce on stage, in the Louboutins, in the red bottoms, which you know what? They don't just like sell size 16 Louboutins. This was planned, and I need to know. I need more details. Chris said ET said they planned that for a while and he only rehearsed the day before. I figured they did because he had the costume. But what I need to know, and this is only tea that Jason can get, I need Jason to say, I need to know whose idea was it. Was it Taylor being like, you know what would be hilarious? Or was it Travis being like, I kind of want to get up there, and Taylor being like, yeah? I just need to know who thought about this. I need to know. I need to know whose idea it was. I need to know how long it took to get the costume. I need to know all of the things. All of the things. It is a moment in pop culture. Betty said it had to be Taylor's. I don't know why I thought it probably was Taylor's. I feel like, you guys, Taylor is tuned into the internet. She sees us all going crazy and she was like, you know what would really just like make everyone freak the F out? What if you just got on stage? And Travis was like, okay. Cassidy said, so crazy. 2 people I know from different parts of my life were each at that show in London and we live in Canada. What are the chances? I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. Courtney Revolution's best friend, Felicia, was also there and got to witness it. Like, you guys, I just still cannot believe that this happened. Cannot believe it. Also, what is cracking me up is Donna Kelce, Jason's mom, like reposted a photo of him on stage on her Facebook. Is that not just the most pure thing you've ever heard? Donna Kelce posting a photo of Travis and Taylor on stage on her Facebook. Does it get more pure? Does it get more pure? It doesn't. It's so damn cute. I just love how he's giving Taylor better memories in London to overshadow the other ones of the past. Yes, Crimson Rose, completely agree. Unserious. Where's your theory? Read my theory, Madison. Resend it. Oh, here. If they're not engaged yet, what if Travis proposes to Taylor on stage on the last day of the show during Love Story? He pulled out a ring and said, "Marry me, Taylor Swift." I would lose it. Unserious. If he did that, I would literally lose it. I would lose it. I also seeing like Taylor's dad laugh at Travis for getting up on stage. The whole crew thought it was hilarious. Her mom was there too. He was like, had his arm around her mom. Like, you guys, it was too much content. It was too much. Oh my God. And you're right. Thank you, Chris. How could I even forget that Taylor fully wrote a caption about Travis as well? Obviously, she included Haley Williams and Gracie Abrams in there as well. But she said, cracking up / swooning. Cracking up / swooning over Travis's Eras Tour debut. Girl, we're all cracking up and swooning. We haven't recovered. Are you kidding me? Pulse check 1212. I can't believe we are literally witnessing this. Also, they went out in London last night. They went out, had a little night on the town, got there at midnight. We're out to the wee hours in the morning. And you know who was out with them? Get ready for this. Get ready for this. You know who they went out with last night? Sophie Turner and the Aristocrat. Yep. You heard me correctly. When they went out last night in London, they were with Sophie Turner and the Aristocrat. Joe Jonas could never. Joe Jonas, Joe Alwyn, two trash Joes out the window, and now they have their new man. Are you kidding me? The best revenge. The best mother effing revenge. And they looked so cute. They looked so cute. So cute. They were both wearing a little knitted number. Travis was in a little knitted, button down to matching pant moment. Taylor was wearing a little knitted dress with yellow shoes that I was living for. Betty, she looked absolutely exhausted, but she was like, my man's here. We got to go. We got to go celebrate. He made his Eras Tour debut. The whole thing I'm living for. Guyan said the difference between Joe and Travis is beyond. Oh, there is literally no comparison. Could you guys ever genuinely see Joe Alwyn getting up there like that? Or Maddie Healy getting up there like that? Or Calvin Harris getting up there like that? Jake Gyllenhaal getting up there like that? Literally never in a million years. Like, she has finally found somebody who matches her energy. And I am thrilled. Cassidy said, sorry guys, my throat was so dry from traveling yesterday. Cassidy said, I heard some people trashing Gracie Abrams' voice live. I don't know, I thought it was fine, but curious your thoughts, Madison. Cassidy, I also thought it was good. I love Gracie Abrams though. One of her song Risk, so good. I also love her and Taylor's collab. I think their voices sound so good together, so I'm probably the wrong one to ask about that, but I like Gracie Abrams, so you know what I mean? The only other one who could have done that is Harry. Good point, Betty. But even then, I don't see Harry Styles getting up there for a bit. I don't see Harry Styles getting up there just for a laugh. And that's what Travis did. I mean, putting on the full fit, the full shoes, doing a little heel click, doing the makeup. I'm sorry, none of those men could never. They could never. Caller said Travis matches her freak. He really does. And for those of you who don't know, that's like a TikTok trend. Is he gonna match my freak? And you whatever your thing you're particular about, finding someone who matches your freak. He does match her freak, and I love it. The reactions, too. I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter at all, which I don't even like Twitter, but seeing the reactions have been so funny. My sister and I were giggling about one that was like, I know this didn't happen to me personally, but this is literally the craziest thing that has happened to me personally. I feel like that. Like, although we don't personally know Taylor and Travis, it feels like we do. And this feels like something crazy that is personally happening to all of us. And I am living for every single second of it. I love it. She literally said, London, I'm going to make new memories. I'm going to make these performances something that you will never forget. And I lived for every second of it, you guys. I can't. I'm so happy. I've been smiling like an idiot, literally since it happened. I was smiling like an idiot when she posted on Instagram saying, you know, cracking up / swooning. AQ teared up a little bit. Didn't we all? We all teared up a little bit. Now, I will say the only thing that I would have really started sobbing at is if she played Peace as a surprise song while Travis was there and Jason was there. I would have absolutely lost my mind. So I'm happy she didn't. But she gave us so many other amazing, amazing memories. You guys, I cannot believe it. Like, I cannot believe we witnessed Travis Kelce on stage at the Eras Tour. Like, crazy. Betty, I hope she sings that too. I was kind of thinking she might sing it this trip, but I hope she sings it when she's back, Betty. And if you witness it, you got to let us know in the group chat immediately. But yeah, you guys, what a just fantastic world we're living in. Gabby said she literally had a thirst trap as her first photo for one of her recaps. She is a freak, just a little. Gabby said, our girl's just a skosh of a freak, and we live for it. We live for it. I don't know. Needsa said going down is one of the best moments. Arlette said, like, it'll feel even more real. It's crazy. It is absolutely insane. I love it. I'm so happy, and I still can't believe that this is the world we're living in. You guys, we are living in a world where Taylor Swift just brought her boyfriend on stage for the first time ever. Ever. Can you believe we are witnessing this? It's insane. Absolutely insane. Cass said, I want her to sing Endgame with Trav on stage. If that happens, you will have to do a pulse check on me. I might be unwell. Maria said, Madison, did you hear that Taylor swallowed a bug during the All Too Well? Yes. She's had that problem a couple times. She has had that problem a couple times, which I guess that's a risk you take performing outside, but God bless her, because I would be freaking the F out if I swallowed a bug. Samified Sam said, I was smiling ear to ear every time I think of it. Oh, same. You guys, I was literally driving back, and my sister called me to be like, oh, listen to the caption, like, and I was literally smiling like this, driving. Because I stayed the night at my parents' house last night because we got back really late. And I was just smiling driving this morning, thinking of Taylor cracking up and swooning over Travis Kelce and just the fact that he was on stage. Like, what? Oh, I love it. It was exactly what we needed. The perfect way to end her first, 3 shows in London. I live for it. I live for every second of it. But on that note, you guys, I just saw the time. We probably should wrap this up. Miss A said, I thought Travis showing up for the 3rd concert was so cute to see them both. Okay, Miss Ace, I'm cracking up because my sister and I felt the same way. We were swooning over the fact that he just showed up all 3 nights. We were not expecting him to get on stage. Like, that is crazy. Crazy. So, Miss Ace, could not agree more. Jessica said, roll on the next 5 nights in London. I know. I'm just so jealous of everybody who was there. I am so jealous. Gabby Davis said, but the fact that we saw Gracie leave the VIP tent, but not this giant football player leave the tent. Gabby, I saw so many people say that. She goes like, how? So many people were like, how did nobody notice when Travis Kelce left the tent? Like, he is a giant man. So how they got him out of there sight unseen. Props to the crew. Honestly, like, incredible. Absolutely incredible. AQ said, thank you so much for your time, Madison. I was dying to hear your reaction and all the other House of Hill peoples. Yes, absolutely. I am so glad that we're back. Thank you guys again for letting me take last week. Sam, I'm so happy you got to catch me live and get into the Tavis tea. Miss Jackie X, he was under the willow cape. Is that true? Oh, he left with a willow blanket on. Okay, yes. Wow. Those things, I guess, are pretty big, huh? Wow. Still insane. Still crazy. I love it. There was also a funny tweet this morning that was like, OMG, I can't believe Taylor Swift went on a date after her show with one of her backup dancers. And the backup dancer was Travis Kelce. Like, absolutely incredible. Epic Turtle, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be here. Nona, if you watch her show during the song Willow, they wear these like kind of big velvet capes and they tie around like their necks. And so they probably put the willow cape over him to try to get him out sight unseen. So that's what the willow cape is. It's just like the cape is what she wears while she performs her song Willow. Definitely have to check it out. This was such a fun happy hour hang. I completely agree. Have so much fun at your friend Anna's birthday, Tabitha. Yes, Arlette, thank you for reminding me. If you guys are here and you've not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. You guys, make sure you're following me over on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you're always coming back here as well to check out all my other videos. Yes, Crystal, I saw Nelly and Ashanti are married. I am so freaking excited. You know I love Nelly and Ashanti, and I'm so happy that they are officially married. We knew they were engaged, but I'm happy that they are officially married. Cassidy, I love the BTS of the Fortnite video. I think Post Malone clearly respects and loves Taylor so much, and that came through during all the behind the scenes, like him calling her ma'am. I loved it. Love. Michaela said, missed the live, but glad to make the Travis tea. Yes, I'm so happy you made it. Go rewind, watch back the other tea that you missed. I know I still owe y'all a memory lane. I've recorded it. I need to edit it. And we're going to have a lot of videos this week. So get ready for that. We'll definitely try to give you that. I'll definitely try to give you another pop-off. If you are a member, remember we have our members only live tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. Gabby, yes, if you are Disney people, tickets for Oogie Boogie, the Halloween Bash, go on sale this week. Fingers crossed we get them. Gabby, we're going to try to get some ourselves. So hopefully that goes through. And yeah, you guys, on that note, I will for sure see you back on Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. If you're here, Pinky promised me that I'm going to see you on Wednesday again, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Members, I'll see you tomorrow for our members only live at noon Pacific Standard Time. You guys, yes, Betty, Ashanti is pregnant. Her and Nelly are expecting their first child together. So they are pregnant and then they just got married, which I love. I love so much. But yes, on that note, you guys, I will see you on Wednesday, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Thank you for hanging with me now that I'm back, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.